Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and today, inside of MLB The Show 25's franchise mode, we as the Seattle Mariners start a 3-game set against the Toronto Blue Jays. Chris Bassett on the bump for the Blue Jays, 3-1 with a 2.38 ERA. Logan Gilbert, 4-1 with a 1.87 ERA. We are wearing our Friday best, our City Connects. It's going to be a lot of blue on the field if the Blue Jays wear that blue, but maybe they won't, hopefully. City Connects, ready to roll. T-Mobile. Logan Gilbert. Okay, everybody's good. It's a right-handed pitcher. Bing, bang, boom, bom, boom. Start. All right, we are ready to go here. Welcome on in. Baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. Subscribe and ring the bell for more.
We're here in Seattle. Major League Baseball
grab a drink.
Tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners.
I knew I would forget to do that. And I missed the thumbnail because of it. Oh, for the love of God. This is a bad start. Dang it. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is hitting .421 over his last 9 games and looks to extend a 10-game hitting streak today. Gilbert's been dominant on the mound. Luke Raley's hitting .407 over the last week. Polanco is the league leader in OPS with a 1.088. Kirby had a big game on the mound versus the Athletics. Polanco shined in the win versus the Athletics. Starting pitching over the last 6 games, 42 innings, a .86 ERA with 51 Ks, and we have a 14-game winning streak going on right now. The Phillies win 7th straight, and Bo Bichette hits his 100th career home run. There is a look at the farm reports.
First pitch coming your way next.
I forgot, I recorded a different video, so that part was a little loud. I apologize. I gotta grab a drink.
Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Logan Gilbert. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible
Feels good to be home. We've been on the road for a while, so
most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason,
there we go.
He gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able
pop
to
the camera back on, get into position,
and get his team back in the
throw a slider for a strike. Here we go. Okay, so they are wearing blue. There's a lot of blue, which is unfortunate. We'll wear some green throughout the weekend. Well, we'll wear green. We'll wear green tomorrow, and then we'll wear our Sunday cream uniforms.
That one's spoiled.
All right, 2-1. This is an interesting week or so for the Mariners, both in real life and in game. It is 3 of the tougher teams that we'll see all season.
And that's a base
I'd imagine.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
We get. God damn it! I hate throwing the splitter. I don't know why I keep trying.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5
That's
games.
a strike. Oh.
Runner takes off. Pitches high. That's high. And
yeah, way in.
It's a stolen base.
Okay. We lost a series that we played in Toronto. I accidentally skipped their lineup.
Man at second.
Maybe.
Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Fudge pops. Do we test that corner again? So the curveball and the splitter didn't look really good. Step off, step off. We just did not. I did not want to throw another slider. So we get 3 against the Blue Jays, 3 against the Yankees, and then 3 in San Diego. So I think it'll be interesting from both a from a digital perspective. We might face some more bumps in the road, as we're kind of already seeing here. And against a team that we've already lost to. And then we get 2 of the better teams beyond that. I think it's going to be hugely important for the real-life Mariners to win some of these games.
And you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
So, we'll see. Will I be watching it? Hopefully. Has it been running on my computer correctly? Absolutely not. I don't know why.
Gilbert was a workhorse the last time out.
Well,
swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Now a long throw home.
We're good.
And he's out.
Let's go! He paused at third. It was the diamond throw that we needed. Let's go, Julio. Hell yes. We can take a look at the replay. I saw it up in the corner. I was going to throw home either way. But if we go, obviously this hit isn't super far. Oops. Isn't super deep into center field. But as he's coming to get the ball, he's being waved on by the coach there. You can, oh no, he stopped and then he went, oh, okay. Because I think everybody thought that JP was going to get it, but he didn't. Actually, Polanco probably had a better shot at it, but it still wasn't going to be great either way. But then stop and then go. That's the difference between a 1-0 game and an out cut down at the plate. Fuck yes.
And the ball stays in the mid.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Check swing, called strike.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it.
Now a relay to the plate, play at the plate, and he's out. And that is how the inning.
Some of the worst base running we have seen. Are you kidding me? Okay, so here's the problem. We are giving up too much contact. We have 3 hits. 2 of them are runs cut down at the plate. Oh, we could watch the ump cam? Hell yes. Dude, that rules. I love that we got ump cam right there. That's awesome.
And we're back.
I didn't think there was any way they were going to send Vladdy all the way around. No disrespect, he's only 50 speed. We've been cut down, sending guys about that speed rating. Holy moly. Okay. Hey, let's figure this out. We need to work on the pitching. That's low. Sinker. 16 and 22. Probably better than their record indicates. Actually, I know they're better than their record indicates because we really struggled in Toronto. That series in Toronto, we lost 2-1. Very easily could have been a sweep.
That's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offer is in.
I gave up on that pitch real early.
This one in the air, right field. Lucas pulls it down, and there's one away. And let's take a look.
All right, here's a look at our Mariners lineup. I think we were a little late on that.
There's lots of extra base hits, and Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the hole.
That's okay, fun. I didn't need to reply to that.
Bullpen, throwing
That's
95 and above. Very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs.
Damn it.
So definitely critical.
Too aggressive.
To hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Throw to first in time.
Julio Rodriguez.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason.
No.
That's the third. Clement.
God damn it.
Swings to first. That's the third out. Inning over.
There's just no reason for it.
Back at T-Mobile Park. Second inning.
Now the inconsistency of this bottom outside part of the zone, huge problem for me as we give up yet more contact. It's a nice throw by Crawford.
The third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Now the third baseman.
That slider is not sliding. We'll bury it a little bit more.
Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
I needed that call, honestly.
He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
But having a couple of clear strikes already called balls in that quarter that I want to throw the slider in is a huge concern as we work through this game.
outside
Okay,
corner.
needed
Got
that
him
call.
looking.
That's his
You know,
first
strikeouts
strikeout.
aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Will Wagner stands in with 2 away.
I need
as
to
he
be a little
takes it
more
all.
aggressive on where I'm putting the indicator.
Up the middle. And he beats it. He's safe.
Everything is going right up the fucking middle, and neither Crawford nor Polanco are getting to it.
Yeah, no question.
And now Alejandro Kirk. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Thought I goofed up there.
Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
4 hits already. All right. Figured out the pitching a little bit. I'm a little frustrated with Polanco and Crawford. Just they're perfect hits right up the middle. Ideally, the pitcher maybe gets a glove on it.
At the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Bassett back to work.
Fuck
Ground ball,
my
Vlad
life.
Jr. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense.
8 pitches, 4 outs.
Luke
a good
Ray
take.
at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Late.
Raley recently taking on Player of the Month honors. Swing and a ground
Okay,
ball
that'll
base
get
hit
through.
right field.
Committed enough, low enough in the zone there.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little
Batting
bit,
six.
but he got
The
enough
left fielder,
behind it to shoot through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. There's the strike.
Okay,
And what
with
a
a
show he
cutter
put on
way up.
last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a
That's
bat
outside.
like this in the lineup.
We're good.
And a pitch.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He makes the
4
catch.
straight
There's two
cutters.
Fell off to a great start. He's
Fuck
really cruising
off,
out there on the
Bassett.
mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Austin
God damn,
in
that's
the box
sweeper.
now. No balls and a strike.
That is a nightmare pitch. It's all the way down at 76. Sinker 95, cutter 92, 12-6 curve at 73, sweeper 76, and a circle change 87. Fuck you!
And that one hammered.
Thank you, God! Shenton!
It's a ball.
Woo! Woo! I hit the concourse out there. Get absolutely fucked,
That's his 3rd straight game
he says
with
after
homers,
striking
City.
out
This
and just
dude
having
is
the
on
most
fire,
miserable at-bats in the
These
world.
kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
449.
2 outs, nobody on. The batter now.
God, that
Ray
is what
Polanco,
I was looking for.
2nd in the AL in home runs.
Ooh,
And
he
first
went with a
offering
cutter.
is fouled off.
We're lucky that it was a cutter, otherwise it was
2
going to be
outs,
too
base is
late.
empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Darn.
Hauls it in.
All right, hey, we get 2 out, perfect damage. That is a positive for us. Austin Shenton comes through,
And it's
belts
2-2.
one out of here.
Major League Baseball
Let's
is
go.
on the show.
My cool card.
Welcome back.
Leading
And
off the
coming off a
Toronto,
series
the
where the
center fielder,
pitching
number
was
5,
outstanding.
Dalton.
We take a look at those
One
numbers.
1.33 ERA. A whip of .59. Hell yeah. Performed very well against the Athletics. That's the kind of team that we should be beating up on. They're a different Athletics team that we've seen over the last couple of years. I understand that. But they are also a team that we should beat. That was a bad slider. Really bad slider.
Back in 2017.
So we'll try. I gotta dial in this splitter. I don't know what it is.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Well, we're not hot. We got one good pitch. This Blue Jay lineup has been tough. Mariners last year got in a little bit of hot water.
Just misses without.
That's 3. We're in the top of the 3rd. That's 3 fucking pitches that you haven't called correctly. Get the fuck out of town. God, I threw that splitter in the lower right part of the plate, and it was way inside.
Hard hit
Good
left
read
side.
there, Crawford. Let's go.
Leadoff man retired.
I believe in you. I love you.
Now back.
You've been arguably the most important,
Andres.
consistent player for the 5 years that I've done this.
Andres Jimenez.
He's, I think, the
Next
only
up
guy
for
that
the
we've
Blue
had the
Jays.
whole time.
First pitch just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
It didn't clip the corner. It clipped the top of the
Gilbert
zone.
ready to fire now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That one missed.
Come
Really good take,
on.
especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, struck him out.
That was not where I wanted that cutter.
Well, he's got great
Oh
strikeout stuff
my
on the mound,
goodness.
doesn't he?
Now
I mean,
batting,
double-digit
right
strikeouts in his
fielder,
last
Nathan
start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Lucas.
That
Takes
is
the ball as he
a
stands
what
up
the
for second
fuck?
time.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Thunder from down under.
Foul ball there. 2 outs. Foul ball.
There was an ad for that yesterday. Wednesday when I was listening to the Mariners game. Thunder from Down Under is going to be at like the Muckleshoot Casino or something like that.
No errors.
They got like that Australian. The Thunder from Down Under.
It's the Mariners 2 and the Jays nothing.
Ripped bodies. That's not Australian at all. It's not even close.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, here
See, you've
is
played Knifey Spoony before.
P.
All right.
Crawford.
Oh man, that'd be fun. See, one of the Thunder from Down Under guys has played Knifey Spoony. How much does an Australian hate?
base hit.
Oh, good. You watched that one episode of The Simpsons. Does it mean you have to ask if we played Knifey Spoony?
Number 10, Victor.
Back to the top of the lineup.
That's
Now
not a
it's
knife.
gonna be
This is a
Victor
knife.
Robles.
All right, lock in
Flashed it
here.
right his first time. Ball
It's
one
outside. It was
there.
never, ever, ever a strike. That trash out of here.
Crawford gets his lead at first with nobody out.
God, that sweeper.
He was late there.
Sinker.
Strike one.
God damn
Well,
it.
the hitter's
We were
showing
too late
on the
and,
pitcher
like,
that he's
bad.
willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
In the air, right field.
That's unfortunate. That is a
And it's
circle
caught for the
change.
out.
Yeah, we missed that one, huh?
Here's Donovan Solano. He's been a great free agent sign. That one hammered center field back there. Onto the track.
Fuck
and he
off.
makes the catch.
God damn it.
The center fielder.
And now
number
it's Julio
44,
Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Way
Go,
outside,
go, go.
straight to the backstop.
Now, unfortunately, we did swing at
So
that.
a wild wild
which
pitch
is a huge
allows the
problem.
runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Now 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. And
All right, we're going to send him.
The throw in. Save.
Just in time. Let's go. Julio knocking in JP.
Picks himself up an RBI.
Fuck
Timing
yes.
on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as
So
much
Julio
as he
cuts
probably
down a
would
run.
like,
Actually,
but
Julio
that's a good approach,
cut down
paying
two.
off. And now they've got some speed
Cut
on
down
first,
one by
so we'll see
himself,
if they
but did
try
get
to
the ball
it
in
into
quickly. I
motion.
believe Polanco, we got a
Now
good
the
throw with
Mariners
him.
catcher, Cal Raleigh, grounded out his first time up. A swing and a miss.
Got me to reach
and
on a
that's strike
sweeper.
one.
I love
That
this
looked
part of the
really
game.
good, and
Does
then
he
I just
really want to try and steal second
bit.
against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Save
We're in.
second with a
We're in.
stolen base.
That was just barely there. Maybe could have tried to swing. I didn't want to foul off. Whatever.
Keeps the at-bat
Okay.
going with a foul ball.
12-6 curve. One of the few that we've seen. Maybe the first, but definitely one of the few that we've seen.
Headed towards the corner. Santander racing after it.
Fudge.
He makes the grab, and that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Okay. So 4 hits, 3 runs. We gave up a bunch of hits early.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad got cut down at home.
There's a swing and a drive.
Okay.
That's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first, heading for 2.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss. And
So
a
how
slider.
big are those?
Runner at second, nobody out. That misses the zone.
Fucking God, I hate the splitter.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
This feels like we've had a really hard time with the fastball
Try to
lately.
go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed. And it remains 2-2.
That didn't dip the way I wanted it to at all.
That one just misses.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back
Oh!
there. Out of here.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
His slider's not
Foul
sliding.
play.
We're not throwing it that bad.
The 0-1. That one fouled hard the other way.
This feels like his pitches are just not there. And now they should be up 4-2 or 4-3. I was trying to pitch a little carefully to fuck.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field.
Trying to pitch carefully to Santander. I wanted that tucked a little higher and a little tighter.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a slider in there.
Really
for a
needed
strike.
that call.
Blue Jays down a run.
This team is better than their record indicates.
And the slider
That's fine.
just
That's kind of a
misses.
waste pitch. We're tucking it in the corner up there.
Swings through it.
There was no way we were going to get that strike call, so
Finished
we...
him off by blowing it by him up
We're good.
high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Reached on an infield single his first time. Outside low, 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the mark.
That's a
Ball
ball.
2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Oh my God.
Foul. 2 down, nobody on.
That's still, I mean, I tucked that. Literally, yeah, sure. It sure was perfect.
That one off
Count
the
is
mark,
full.
and it's 3-2.
Might have to dig into the bullpen a little bit, which is unfortunate.
3-2. The
Take your
pitch
bait. Ball
is
4.
outside.
I don't know. I just
And
don't
ball
understand
4.
why we
2
can't get
outs,
this
runner
figured out.
first. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That
Good.
one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
One time.
2 outs. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But not before
Really
they're able
bad
to draw
inning there.
closer with this blast. It's now a
Just did not get high and tight. I'm sure I didn't tuck it as much as I should have, like up in that corner or whatever. But at the same time, it's also just really frustrating that
Ready to go.
we're not getting the swings and misses that I'm looking for.
The first baseman,
Raley.
Luke.
The pitches seem like they're either way too far inside or way too much plate. I need them a little more consistently.
Move, and it is a factor in his game.
Fucking fuck.
Drilled in the air out to center. Varsho makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Goddamn cutter.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Swing and a ball popped up.
Stop swinging!
Guerrero pulls that one down. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
There's no way
Austin.
he's going to throw another cutter to
Next is
Randy
the designated
Arozarena.
hitter, Austin Shenton.
Fuck
He's already
me.
homered in this game. And that
Ball,
is
that's low.
downstairs. Ball 1.
That's fine.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just
No,
off
that's
the edge of
inside.
the plate.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a cutter.
Swinging a
There's the
foul back,
fucking
that's out of
cutter.
play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Another cutter. That one's inside. Really struggling with that pitch today.
That's down
Count
and in.
full.
And that's ball
Count.
4.
Ball 4. Take
Ball
your
four.
base.
Walk.
What a battle. It's
Here we
not
go.
always easy
Good
laying
job,
off a
Shenton.
3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you
Two-run
what,
blast
he
and a
earned
walk.
that
Hell
one.
yeah.
Man at first.
Now
Polanco?
Now
The
Jorge
second baseman.
Polanco.
Let's go.
0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Polanco.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
Yeah, that inside.
And
This
it's
part of the
1-0.
plate has been pretty
Off
gross
of
all day.
first with 2 away.
Hee-haw.
That's fine. That's fine.
Liner, base
All right,
hit.
I'll take it.
They stopped
We're
the
good.
lead runner at second.
We weren't
Now
going to get to
2
third on that.
with 2 outs. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in for a strike.
God damn it.
It's 0-1.
Ground ball up the middle.
Oh,
Jimenez throw to first. Third out.
There,
that
we
ends
work
the
a walk
frame.
and get a
So
hit,
it's
and
no
it's
runs
just
on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We're
all
headed
good.
to the 5th.
It's all good.
It's the Mariners 3 and the Blue Jays
you just need
2.
to demonstrate a bit more patience been so
Welcome back.
fucking
Quite the
frustrating.
pitcher's duel so far. Here's
4
how the
innings pitched for
starters have
each.
performed up to this point.
One earned run's the difference. We have we've given up an extra hit, 1 walk apiece, 4 strikeouts on our side. That's good news for us because we haven't struck out to Bassett. We have been swinging early and often in his sequences,
Gilbert back
and
to
the defense for us has really helped out.
work. Late swing, foul to the left.
Buried that
Well,
in
these
the
Jays, as this
fucking
game goes on,
corner,
have
and
to
it
be more
still
disciplined at
leaked
the
over the plate.
Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game. Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not
Mother
want to leave it
of
off the
God.
plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied it
I
up,
have to
and
stop
he couldn't
throwing
get
the
a piece at
fucking
all.
sinker. I don't understand
Now
what
the
it is.
number
I've
2
tried to
hitter, Nathan
adjust my
Lucas.
thumb so it's in a better spot. Ugh.
That one
There's
back
yet
up the middle. and
another
it gets
hit up the
through.
middle.
And that extends the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Tying
2 for
run
2.
is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On to first, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Victor Robles.
We have been playing very well.
First pitch doesn't
Inside.
find
Okay.
the zone.
So we're bottom 5 here. What I'd like to do is go to the bullpen. Santander is great against either side. You know what? We have our new pitcher. We go with like a Santos just in case.
1 ball, no strikes.
Misses
Nope,
just
ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Oof. It's been so bad.
Ball.
3-0. 3-0. Hands off the controller.
There's a strike. And the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Ooh, it's a nice catch. Darn it, we were late. Love to see it shot down the line, but Guerrero, no problem.
That's all you're looking to do anytime you're
Needed to be. Obviously, we were pretty late on that, so.
Ground ball left
we
side,
had the right
and it
idea.
goes just foul.
I think it was going to be tough to get that through,
when
but
they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of
Ooh,
the season.
boy.
I remember as a rookie
Step out,
with
step
the
out, step
Chicago
out.
White Sox,
0-2.
we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always
I
enjoy
know
playing
that
here.
it's not going to be a
And
strike.
that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Ah,
Chris, third
darn it.
time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Rodriguez
That's the ball.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Now he'll
Go
turn for
two.
second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Saw the bobble out in the outfield. Hell yeah.
For elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple?
Well, you
And
turn it
that's
into a triple
exactly
when
how you
someone
do it.
else makes a bobble.
Cal Raleigh up
All right.
next for the Mariners. 0 for 2 in this one. Slapped foul.
A strategy of winning a ball game when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches. That could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hitter up.
The 1-1. Out to short. Bichette. Throws across the diamond. That's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the
We were right on the sinker. We were late on, like, location-wise. We had it.
3 and the Blue Jays 2. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Santander.
Okay. Santander gave us a real tough at-bat. That 7th pitch was a home run. But you can see just some misses. Something he hasn't seen. Maybe that helps.
And that one fouled off. That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
If we lose him, we lose him.
Swing and a
Solano,
pop-off.
Solano. Fuck yeah. Stupid good baseball player. Making my life difficult. Well, it is the shitty on 2 is not helping.
And that's it for a strike.
My God.
27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swing, and that ball smashed.
That
down
was
the line.
such a good pitch.
Rodriguez right there to make the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now back, the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement.
So 2 down now, and here is Ernie Clement, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Pitch release perfect. It was high 90 percentage. We were right on time with the drop. Literally perfect. Literally can't do anything better. Still a ball. Fuck.
Chopped out towards short. Crawford. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
That'll be it.
Down that time. We go to the bottom half.
That'll
of
be
inning
it.
Number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the
We're
Mariners
holding on to a
3
lead here.
and
We
the Blue
have
Jays
Munoz
2.
we can use in the 9th. We just got to get through 7 and 8. I love getting a starter through 6.
Now pitching for
Tommy
Toronto.
Nance gets the call from
Number
the pen.
45.
25th appearance of the
Tommy
year for him.
Nance.
And the batter now, Luke Raley, 1 for 2.
Slurve at 87, a sinker at 97, and a slider at 90. We sit low.
In the
1-0.
dirt, and that's ball 1. That one pushed foul.
Can't be swinging at that.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
So everything's a sinker so far.
Drag 2.
Okay.
2 and 2.
All right, let's see if we can switch to a contact swing here.
Next
That's
offering misses down and
5
away.
straight sinkers. That's
misses.
inside. Okay.
So
Okay.
leadoff walk.
Here we go.
Well, a breaking
We got to
ball
be
that
real
3-2
aware of that
count
slider
tells you
here
that
against
that's
the
pitch
righty.
he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That's in there.
There's the slurve.
That's strike
Shit.
one. Movement in the Blue Jays
Okay.
bullpen. Chad Green getting loose out there. Swanson also throwing. Swing and a miss.
Strike two.
And that's strike two.
It might be time to
0-2.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that. and it's a
Oh
strikeout.
my God! An
One away.
absolute rocking
He's really
chair.
good hitting the baseball the
Really
other way,
slow,
so
fast,
the pitcher
slow.
out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had a full.
Digging in, Austin Shen.
Fuck.
And he's already
He
left
didn't
his
show
mark on
us
this game.
the
He certainly
slurve in
has,
the first
Boog.
at-bat.
Two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And if he did, it was that final pitch. Everything else was sinker, and then there was a maybe there was one slurve in there. I think it was actually everything was a sinker, and then there was one slider,
On the ground, two
and that's
ball.
a double play.
One at second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play.
Oh
so they make
my
short work of them there.
fucking
We're through 6
God.
full. It's the Mariners 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back at T-Mobile
Leading
Park
off for the
now.
All right, so they have a lefty, a righty, and a lefty. So we will go ahead and get into the bullpen, and we will bring in. Hey, it's our new guy. We haven't used him yet.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners,
Morejon?
Adrian Morejon.
Now
These are the
pitching
spots
for the
relievers
Mariners,
really make a name for
Number
themselves.
51.
Late and close.
Adrian.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Sinker at 100.
And that clips the inside corner.
Wish that would have sunk a little bit more, but that's okay. It's all good.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one in the dirt.
1-2.
Now 1-2. Got him.
Oof.
Looking.
We have not been getting that call. I don't love, again, how far into the over the plate that is. Super fucking frustrating.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And that one sliced foul.
He's late. We'll go up out of the zone. Hopefully it doesn't sail. Ooh, I think that was like literally where I wanted. No, but actually it wasn't. Hey, it was close.
To the right side. And
He's late on
foul
everything.
ball. On the ground to third.
Okay. Early on that one then.
Two down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good
the
play
center
right
fielder,
there.
Number 5.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Varsho.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Your balls, one strike.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got it. And
Let's
good
fucking
work there as he
go.
gets a 1-2-3. Nothing to it for the Blue Jays.
Hey,
They
what a
trail it
debut for him.
3-2.
So then we check their lineup. I think we just say fuck it and throw Munoz in regardless.
Chad Green ready to go.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Now
pitches out of him
pitching for
right here.
Toronto.
Got to do his best to keep the
Number
score
57.
right where it is.
Chad Green.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
No
well, that's
balls,
really
one
the
strike.
money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And there's a ball.
Okay, so what are we dealing with here?
1-1.
Fastball, cutter, slider, 98, 90, 93. That's a slider. Damn it. That's a slider that was in a horrible spot. That's a crushable pitch, but you're a little too committed to the upper part of the zone.
That one way
2-2.
inside. In the air to left center.
That's the only
Bichette
time he threw that
sizing this
fucking
one up.
fastball.
Hauls it in, and there's one away.
This game is so
That's a really
frustrating
nice
with
play
that.
ranging back in
It's
the
been a
outfield.
problem in Diamond Dynasty as well, where we've seen just a ton of the second and third and fourth pitches, but not that primary.
Crawford in the box again. Takes a strike. One down, base is empty.
That sailed. Let's go.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one
That
drifts
missed.
inside.
That ball.
We're good.
2-2.
this to center field.
Drop. Okay.
And it falls.
I was late because I thought we would get a slider there. I was really
Don't
alert
see
for
this a
that.
whole lot anymore.
But I'll
You
take
know,
it. Nicely done,
strikes, right?
Crawford.
Willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's Victor Robles. Outside low. Ball 1. Crawford over at first with 1 away. Out to center. Varsho sizes this one up. And there's 2 away. Donovan Solano
batting,
up next
the
for the
third baseman,
Mariners.
Donovan
0 for 3 in this one.
Solano.
And the first
all
pitch misses for ball
Damn. Thought we
1.
got a little bit better swing on that one. Oh, I haven't really thought about the lineup. It's okay.
Check
Fuck.
swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Fuck me, and Solano does not give me a lot of check swings. I think maybe we actually just leave Morhone in there. Actually, we could probably use him. Well, no, because thankfully we have 2 more lefties in the pen. What's their fucking lineup? 2 lefties, the righties switch righty. And Santander is powerful either side of the plate. Actually, here, we'll do this. We'll sit Brash down and we'll warm up Spire.
And a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2's the count.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Lifted in the air, right field. He's got it, and that ends the inning.
Ugh.
One
Just
left
not,
for Seattle.
just not having a
but
good
they're
time
up
against this
3-2.
team.
And welcome back to the
Can go
ballpark.
mound visit.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the leadoff.
We can
man
bring
for
in
the Blue
Spire.
Jays,
That's fine.
Andres
I'm okay with that.
Jimenez.
I guess the
Here's a new
reason
pitcher
you
from
would
the pen,
leave the lefty in
Spire.
would be to use him for 2 batters and then flip to a righty against Guerrero.
Protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's in there. Strike 1. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. Hauls it in for the out. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Swing and a chopper out to short. In plenty of time to first.
Nice.
And he's
Nice.
out.
Good arm side.
Nice.
That same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball
Let's
in the
go with
air
a
or get
circle
through it.
change.
Just pours in on the hands.
Guerrero.
That was
The
an
next
ugly
ball
pitch.
hit takes
I
outside.
hate it.
Next offering is fouled back. That catches the top.
I
zone.
cannot believe that was a
No
strike.
signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Well, it's also a brand new pitcher. I don't know why we're getting
Trying
that
to hold a
line of
one-run
dialogue.
lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Bounced out to short. Crawford tosses
Out.
the first.
Let's go.
And Guerrero is
That's
set
huge
down.
from
Out
Spire.
number 3. Blue Jays go down in order.
We have an
They're down
opportunity to bring
3-2.
in Munoz for the save. It'll be Santander and some righties.
Now pitching for
Jimmy
Toronto.
Garcia into the game.
Number 93.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can
Garcia.
give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Three, four, five
Leadoff
due up
for
for the
the
home
Mariners,
team.
the
Stepping
center
in,
fielder,
Julio
Julio.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
There's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Four seam at 99, a curveball at 86, a sinker at 97, a sweeper at 88. Circle change.
Ball up.
Where do we want to look here with Jimmy?
And now
That's
2
the
balls
ball.
and a strike. Swings through that. Time
2-2's
call.
the count.
The 2-2 will have to wait
That
just a second.
that curveball absolutely fucking fooled me.
And that's in the dirt.
count.
And
Full
it's
count here.
3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What the fuck?
Now batting the catcher.
Man at first, nobody out.
What? The hell did that hit? No way. Oh my. Wait. Right through his face. And then just off the umpire's head. Alright.
Out. Cal Raleigh up
That's
next for
bizarre.
the Mariners. Ball
outside.
1, no strikes.
Maybe losing
Slow
command
this down a
bit
little
after the
bit here.
walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Late and
Shallow
under it,
left field.
unsurprising.
Bichette settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Alright. Luke Raley.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
That low.
And there's a foul ball.
This is one of those
Actually, if we're better
situations
on
the
better
infielder
time, that
has
might be
to
a
pre-plan
blessing in
and understand that
disguise.
The ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Fucking sweeper to curveball?
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time.
Who's on first? Is it Julio?
Rodriguez at first, one gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw to second.
Fuck.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missed.
Time.
Now fly ball to right center. Varsho has a
Got to at least give ourselves another chance there.
And that will end the inning.
Trying to be a little bit more aggressive on the base paths, but I'm just not good enough at it. I might have screwed it up with the slide there. Might have gotten him. Well, I also just tend to struggle against the Blue Jays. I don't know what it is.
Is the closer, Andres Munoz.
Save
I
opportunity.
just need to go back and look at the records that I have against every single team in the MLB or in MLB. Oh, I don't want to fuck that. Yeah, hold that, skip that shit.
First offering, and it just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Just missed it.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Bichette in the box now.
Huge play from Julio.
Late with the swing.
It's going to be a double. It's going to put a runner on second. And that's a huge strikeout. And we need those swings and misses because the motherfucker behind the plate can't call a strike in that spot. And it sucks because that's what I rely on with two of the pitchers that have thrown in this game. I mean, technically the way I throw, I kind of need it regardless, but specifically Munoz and Gilbert.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Trying to tuck sliders in the outside corner. Or the opposite corner. Fuck! Why is that?
The Blue Jays down to their final strike.
Jesus God in heaven. We survived. Fuck.
Hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
What the hell's Woodworth?
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
Well, we have a huge defensive presence in this game. We knock out 7 hits, 3 runs scored. We give up 7 hits to the Blue Jays, but they only scored 2, and it's that Santander 2-run home run. They sent 2 home in the first inning that got cut down. Here is a replay of one of them. That is the first one. We'll see if they show the second. Second one right there. It's actually a little slightly more impressive because it had the relay to it. The Julio one was weird because he stopped at third but then started again. Very funky. Santander closes down to a 1-run game. We were able to figure it out. Take care of it. But a lot tighter than some of the games have been recently. I don't know what it is about us, but it just feels like I struggle against the Blue Jays. Logan Gilbert gets your win, 6 innings, pitched 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned on his line. Shenton was 1 for 2, and he was your player of the game with a 2-run home run. He also drew a walk. Rodriguez was 2 for 3. He had a triple and a run batted in, but we weren't able to get him in because I think there were 2 outs when he had that triple. Crawford was 2 for 3 with a run, and Raley was 1 for 3 with a run. Chris Bassett gets the loss. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 3 earned on his line. Anthony Santander was 2 for 4 with a home run, a double. He knocked in 2 and scored once. Guerrero Jr. was 2 for 4, had a double, scored a run, and had a run cut down at the plate Andres Jimenez and Nathan Lukes both 1 for 4. So, off to a good start, kinda. We get the 3 runs. It would have been nice to drive in Julio, especially because that was a little bit later in the game. And it would have been really good to just get him in, get an insurance run. We did not pitch well. That's the one thing I think that you would take away from this is like that was just the pitching wasn't helped by the terrible umpiring, but it also was like there was a lot of sinkers that didn't sliders that didn't slide, some sinkers that didn't sink, some splitters that dropped too much or didn't drop at all. And the fastball has been a problem, and it feels like I'm throwing the ball very effectively when I'm doing the up down angled everything all correct and everything, but the game just goes, nah, that's way over the plate. Fuck. But hey, a win is a win. Brian Wu is going to be on the mound, 5-0 with a 1.38 ERA. Angel Bastardo is going to be on the mound for the Blue Jays, 0-3 with a 6.86 ERA. Whoops, don't show that. Let's rip a pack real quick. Anything interesting? Oh, I can redeem my Mother's Day pack. This is in the store now, by the way. They're all diamonds. No sell, no sell, no sell. Get a little banner, some socks. Nice show. Or bat skin. Open pack. Let's see what we can get. I have 81 of these. Ooh, a gold. Yay. Ugh. And a bronze. All right. Well, everything was new, so I guess that's a positive. And we won the game, so that is also a positive. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, for Game 2 on this 3-game set against the Blue Jays. Subscribe over where the gameplay is. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can ring the bell down below. Or subscribe over there, whatever. Baseball posting right here. I bought a spicy baseball book, and I opened it right up here. Check that out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.